Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel, live and direct, live in effect. Make sure you subscribe to find out what's next. We are here. All right, Survivor Series, one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year, one of the 4 biggest pay-per-views of the year. And from what we learned a couple months ago, this will be the final main roster pay-per-view for the year. I mean, NXT has War Games, so it's not the last WWE pay-per-view, but this will be the last main roster pay-per-view for the year. Because come January 1st, it'll be day 1. I don't know what day 1 is, but we'll see it. We'll see what it is in due time. But yeah, we got Survivor Series this Sunday. 25 years. We're celebrating 25 years of The Rock, of his debut. Good on him. good on him. That's what's up, though. But let's get into this. All right, so on SmackDown, Sonya Deville announced that there will be a 25-man battle royal to celebrate The Rock, pretty much. Okay. In this battle royal, it is Ricochet, T-Bar, Mansoor, Cesaro, the Street Profits, the Viking Raiders, R-Truth, Drew Gulak, AJ Styles and Omos, Sami Zayn, Humberto and Angel, Apollo Crews, and Commander Aziz, Alpha Academy, Jesus, the Hurt Business, the Dirty Dogs, Jinder Mahal, and Shanky. That match is pretty much probably going to be on the pre-show. It doesn't really do anything for you. Yeah, it's pretty much of a space waster, if you want to call it that. AJ Styles will be on the pre-show. Go figure. Go figure. AJ Styles will be on the pre-show. But I got AJ winning or Cesaro winning. If Omos wins, then Omos wins. I don't care. I don't care about this match, but it's just gonna be a pre-show match. So 25-man battle royal. You already know what it is. So that's boom. Now let's get to what we really here for. So I'm gonna start with the United States champion Damian Priest taking on the Intercontinental champion Shinsuke Nakamura. The reason why I love predicting these types of matches is because we can kind of sit here and go, okay, well, what did this superstar do this year versus what this superstar did this year? Well, in terms of Damian Priest has had a really solid year. This is actually his first year. His first year on the main roster. It's been decent. He made his main roster debut at the Rumble. Very impressive. Then went on to go to WrestleMania to team up with Bad Bunny and take on The Miz and Morrison in a very fun match. It was a fun match. Bad Bunny did things we didn't expect. It was a fun match. Then battled The Miz and Morrison for the next couple months. Then went to SummerSlam to beat Sheamus for the United States Championship. And from there, he's defended the championship against Jeff Hardy and Sheamus. And last we saw of him, I believe he was the 2 matches he had with T-Bar. I think that was the last time we actually saw Damian Priest, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Damian Priest had a really solid year, pretty solid at best. It's been cool. He's a champion now, so it means something. Shinsuke, however, has been had a very weird year. This is a very weird year for Shinsuke. Because in January, Shinsuke was involved in a beat the clock or whatever it was, and the winner of it would face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. Roman eventually screwed Shinsuke Nakamura in the match. So at the time, we thought, okay, Shinsuke Roman might happen at some point. It never did. So will it? I doubt it. Shinsuke's going to have to drop the title. if that ever happens, but is what it is. From there, Shinsuke turned back to a face. He got his old theme back. He was here, then he was not, then he was here, then he was not. Then he had a rivalry with King Corbin. He was at the time, and then he beat Corbin to become the new king of WWE. Then he was King Nakamura for a couple months. Then he went on to win the Intercontinental Championship against Apollo Crews. At that time, Shinsuke was hot. Like, he was winning matches. He was hot. He was looking good. Then he defends the championship again against Apollo Crews, and then from there, he has not defended that championship since. And mind you, Corbin beat Shinsuke in one match. Why hasn't he gotten a shot? Wins don't matter? Obviously not. But yeah, that was Shinsuke's year. So to put it in perspective, I got Damian Priest winning, only because I think Damian Priest has been built a little better, and Damian Priest, I feel more convinced Damian Priest will win it instead of Shinsuke. If Shinsuke wins, then it's a surprise to me. But I don't really see Damian losing out. Damian hasn't lost. Has Damian? No, Damian Priest has not lost clean. That's what it is. Damian Priest has not lost cleanly. So if he loses cleanly to Shinsuke, it's a surprise to me. But I've mostly got Damian Priest taking this W. All right, we got RK Bro, the Raw Tag Team Champions, versus the Usos, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. On paper, of course, the Usos are the most accomplished, but for the year, both teams have been pretty much in the same stratosphere, because RK Bro won the Raw Tag Team Championships at SummerSlam. They beat AJ and Omos. Then they just kept continuously defending championships against AJ and Omos. There was one point they defended championships against Bobby Lashley and MVP. That was a weird night. That was a really weird night. From there, they really haven't defended championships against... Actually, no, they defended championships against the Dirty Dogs. I'm sorry. They defended against the Dirty Dogs. So they've only had two tag teams they really defended championships against. The same could be said for the Usos, because all they had were the Mysterios. They beat the Mysterios for the titles at Money in the Bank, and they've only been defending championships against the Mysterios and the Street Profits. So it's like, okay, where are the tag teams at? You know what I'm saying? So to put it in perspective, this is gonna be a good match. I believe it's gonna be a good match. It should be. But I got RK Bro winning. I believe RK Bro will win. The Usos could lose. They could lose. So I got them win. So I got RK Bro winning. I get the feeling they'll win. Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, versus Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion. You know what's crazy about this match now in this setting? Is that this match comes full circle. What do I mean by that? Let's not forget, 2018, when Becky Lynch turned heel on Charlotte, it was in Brooklyn. It was SummerSlam 2018. It was in Brooklyn. Look where we are now. Look where we're going to be as Survivor Series. In Brooklyn. Becky Lynch turned heel on Charlotte. That one slap changed their whole career. And now we're going to be in Brooklyn, where it all started. It's come full circle. And makes it more funny is that at SummerSlam 2018, Charlotte won the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte's the SmackDown Women's Champion now. It's come full circle, bro. It's come full circle. But this rivalry's been going on since 2018, bro. These women hate each other for that long, dog. It's actually real crazy. They've hated each other for that long, man. If it honestly, that's 3 years, so it don't feel like forever. But bro, it feels like a long time. It feels like a long time. They've been wanting this match for a minute. That's why Bianca Belair never won the Raw Women's Championship from either woman. If you really think about it, Bianca Belair never won the Raw Women's Championship from either woman. Both women had that title. And she didn't win it. She didn't take it from neither one of them. That's hilarious to me. In terms of their years, Becky Lynch has been out for most of the year. She came back at SummerSlam. And, of course, beat Bianca Belair, the name I just said, for the SmackDown Women's Championship in 26 seconds. And from there, Becky's just been doing her thing. Charlotte, however. Charlotte's had a very interesting year. She walked into this year as one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Lost the titles at the Rumble. Missed WrestleMania. She was 100%. She was healthy. Was she 100% when she's healthy? No, she was dealing with the whole Andrade. She was dealing with the whole Andrade situation, and they were talking about she had COVID and all this nonsense. It's like it was just a mess. But Charlotte missed WrestleMania. Then was pretty much dealing with Rhea Ripley and Asuka for 2 months. Then won the Raw Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley at Money in the Bank. Then lost it. Then lost the title. I want to say a week or two later? No, it had to be a week ago. It had to be a week later to Nikki Ash, who cashed in Money in the Bank. Then Charlotte won the title back at SummerSlam. And then from there, she's been champion. She's been the Raw Women's Champion. Then they did that whole belt swap thing that turned into a complete disaster after. And they're still suffering from the aftermath of that. So I can only imagine how this match is going to go since then. Because that turned into a nasty situation. So I can only imagine how this match is going to be. Which actually ties into the finish. Who the hell's going to win this? Has Charlotte lost cleanly? Well, she lost cleanly to Nia Jax months ago. I remember that. She lost cleanly to Nia Jax, and that took Nia nowhere but the unemployment line, unfortunately. Becky hasn't lost cleanly. So, I don't know who wins this. So, honestly, I don't know who wins this. I want to say I give it to, I don't know. Pick a winner. Pick a winner. I guess I'll give it to Becky. I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. This is one of those matches where I don't know who wins. I guess I'll give it to Becky. Damn, that's 3 Raw people I picked. That's crazy. But, yeah, I give it to Becky, I guess. But I can tell you one match that will have a definite SmackDown winner. And that's the WWE Champion Big E versus the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the big dog, the Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Now, if we were to compare these 2 years, they're very interesting years. For starters, Big E entered the year as the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, he entered the year as the Intercontinental Champion. Lost the title to Apollo Crews at WrestleMania. Then became Mr. Money in the Bank at Money in the Bank. Cashed that briefcase in on Bobby Lashley on Raw. I want to say that was a month or 2 ago. Yeah, it's been about 2 months. Close to 3. And Big E's been WWE Champion ever since. Big E's won a lot of matches. So, I mean, Big E's been doing great. Roman Reigns, however. Well, Roman Reigns has looked dominant. Just, yo. This is one of the most dominant years I've seen from any WWE superstar in years. I can't tell you the last time somebody was this dominant. Maybe CM Punk. I think CM Punk is probably the last person to have a full year dominant. I want to say that was the last time. I can't say Brock. I can't say Brock. I can't say none of the Brock years because Brock was in and out. He didn't have a full slate of pay-per-views and like some TV matches. Roman had all that. Bro. This is how this goes. He beat Kevin Owens in the last man standing match at the Royal Rumble. He beat Daniel Bryan after Daniel Bryan won the Elimination Chamber. Literally right after that. That was stupid. I wish that never happened, but it did. But it created this. But I guess it created a story. He beat Daniel Bryan again at Fastlane with the help of Edge, by the way. He beat Edge and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Stacked them and smashed them, as he says. He beat Cesaro at WrestleMania Backlash. He wasn't at Hell in a Cell because that was Father's Day, so they gave him the night off. But before then, he beat Rey Mysterio in a Hell in a Cell on national television. Then he beats Edge at Money in the Bank. What did he do in June? No, Money in the Bank was in July. Yeah, it was. Money in the Bank was in July. So he beat Edge at Money in the Bank. He beat John Cena at SummerSlam. He beat Finn Balor at he beat Finn Balor on TV, then beat Finn Balor on Extreme Rules. And let me wind back all the way. He beat Daniel Bryan in Daniel Bryan's last match in WWE. Now let me fast forward back. He beat Finn Balor with the help of the Usos on SmackDown. Then he beat the Demon at Extreme Rules in a weird-ass finish. Then he beat Brock Lesnar at Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel. Here we are. Listen to that list and understand all those opponents are amazing. That's an amazing list for a year. That is what? That is an amazing list of individuals. You got a couple Hall of Famers on there. You got a couple multiple-time world champions on there. Like that is... Roman's had a dominant year, bro. I'm telling you. This is probably one of the most dominant years in WWE history. It has to be. It has to be on top. It has to be on the top of the list. Or in the list. And with that being said, the tribal chief, the head of the table, is beating Big E. He's going to add Big E to that list. Bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, come on, dog. This is crazy. Roman is, oh my God, yo. Roman has been Universal Champion for a year and a half, bro. You're not beating him yet. I don't know who's going to beat him. That becomes the mystery of, I can't wait to see who the hell is going to beat Roman Reigns. Who is going to beat Roman Reigns for that title? Only time will tell. Also, I'm hearing The Rock, and then the way they're going about it, they make it seem like The Rock is going to make an appearance. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Like, point in time, I don't care. I mean, I love The Rock. The Rock's my favorite wrestler of all time. We all know this. But, you know what I'm saying? Just push it to the side. It is what it is. All right. Now, to talk about the two matches that are the reason for Survivor Series. The Survivor Series traditional 5-on-5 matches. Starting with the women. On the Raw side, you got one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Rhea Ripley, Queen Vega, or Queen Zelina, Carmella, Liv Morgan, and Bianca Belair. On Team SmackDown, you have Natalya, Shotzi, Shayna Baszler, just added to the team on Thursday, Toni Storm, and of course the boss, Sasha Banks. Well, on paper, it's maybe a great match. But of course, I got a couple problems. Number one, Natalya being in this match. No disrespect to Natalya being in this match, but you have not been seen for weeks. You were not seen for weeks. All of a sudden, you're on the SmackDown team. You could have legit put Naomi on that team and called it a day. But they want to create the... Well, actually, they didn't even make it a story. Naomi didn't ask why was she on the team, but she should have. I don't know why not. She's been on TV more than Natalya, and she's actually in a storyline right now with Sonya Deville. Shit. Why would you not put her in that team? That makes no sense. You turn Shotzi heel, which makes no sense. It's like this whole... And you just add Toni Storm. You took Aaliyah off. If you didn't want Aaliyah on the team, why the hell you put her on to begin with? That makes no sense. I no disrespect to Toni Storm, but the only reason Toni's here because at some point Toni and Charlotte are about to, go at it. And that's just SmackDown. On the Raw side, there's not really any problem on the Raw side. Pretty much everybody on the Raw side, I'm fine with. I don't have no problem with nobody. Everybody there, fine. Who wins this? See, the thing about last year was interesting because Lana was on the team, and I remember Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax were the tag team champions, and they were on that team, and they kind of created that whole narrative of, nobody tags in Lana. Lana ain't gonna do nothing. Boom. She didn't do anything but stand in the corner near the steps, and that's how she won. That was a narrative, that whole match. And another narrative could have been, well, Bianca Belair could dominate that whole damn thing and do what she got to do, which she kind of did, but she got counted out. So it was stupid. In this match, I don't know what the hell to think. I can just pick a winner. I want to say the winner will probably be maybe Team Raw. I want to say Team Raw wins. Because I get a feeling Shotzi and Sasha are gonna cost gonna cost each other the match. There's gonna be something with that. I get that feeling. I don't know. I guess I'll pick Team Raw. I'm going for Team SmackDown, obviously, because I'm a SmackDown person, but I guess Raw may win. I don't know. I don't know. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the final match of the night. It won't be the main event. We know that. But the final match will be the men's Survivor Series team. And this one is this one. Team Raw, Austin Theory, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, the almighty Bobby Lashley, and the Messiah of the Drip, Seth Rollins. On Team SmackDown, you got Happy Corbin, you got King Woods, you got my boy Jeff Hardy, you got Sheamus, who won a fatal four-way to get into the match last night, and of course you got Drew McIntyre. Again, on paper, not a bad match. I mean, the original plans they had kind of was weird. Because number one, on Team Raw, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor made sense. They made sense. Okay. The Mysterios didn't at all. No disrespect to the Mysterios, but they didn't make sense to be on that team. Funny thing is, it was everybody that got drafted to Raw from SmackDown. That's what made it more funny. That's number one. Number two, they knew that, okay, the Mysterios made no sense. So let's create a narrative of let's just take them off the team. And they did that. So Dominic got taken off by Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley beat the dog shit out of him. And then Mysterio got taken off the team because apparently Bobby Lashley beat him so crazy that he got taken off the team. And then comes Austin Theory. Austin Theory makes no sense because that team at the time, after Dominic got taken off and Bobby Lashley was added, it was a team full of former world champions. Why did you take that narrative off? I'm trying to figure out. I mean, this is a good look for Austin Theory. It is. But Austin Theory didn't do anything to deserve it. He just came to Raw. So what the fuck? And then Team SmackDown. Originally, it was Sami Zayn on the team, which I was in between with. I was like, do I like Sami Zayn on the team? I'm not sure. Sami Zayn lost to Jeff Hardy, 2 weeks ago? And he was kicked off the team. And now Sheamus won a fatal four-way against Cesaro, Ricochet, and Jinder Mahal, and all three of them are in the Battle Royal. So they're going to be on the pre-show. Sheamus is on the main card, which I don't mind. Sheamus should have been in to begin with. Why Sheamus wasn't on the original team makes no sense. But, it is what it is. In terms of SmackDown, I was fine with Drew McIntyre's going to be captain, of course. Why not? Jeff Hardy being on the team, I'm fine with. King Woods being on the team, I'm perfectly fine with. Happy Corbin, I'm not sure about. I'm very iffy about Happy Corbin. I think Sheamus should have just took that spot. And then I would just been okay with Sami Zayn being there. I don't know. The whole Survivor Series concept is weird, period, bro. Like, everybody had to watch, like, we all had to find out through social media, bro. Why? Why couldn't anybody earn their spots? Sheamus earned his spot. Nobody else could. Here's what it is, bro. It's going to be a good match regardless. If I was with the winner, of course I'm going for Team SmackDown, but maybe Team Raw wins, depending on Drew McIntyre's the sole survivor. Then if Drew McIntyre's the sole survivor, then SmackDown wins because Drew McIntyre doesn't lose. We know this. But yeah, that's my Survivor Series predictions. As you know, tomorrow, so I'll watch it. And then I'll predict the whole damn thing after. You already know how we do. So until then, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love support as always. Stay tuned for more. So until next time, peace, love, 100. You're it.